Coming back down. There. Oh, sorry about that. I worked a nice little wedding at my job, being the busboy at a wedding. By the way, hopefully this goes through. I was a busboy. Yes, I had work today, and I had to help out with a wedding that was at my place of business and all that good stuff, and that sort of thing. But hopefully, if this makes it through, I'm gonna say this: weddings suck. I'm just gonna say it right now. Unless the person you know is a friend really close to you and they have friends that you know that you can talk to, being at a wedding for other people you don't know is the most boring place to be at in the world. Like, people say that time moves to a crawl when you're sitting at the dentist's office. Go to a wedding sometime. Time will slow down so much, it stops. I would much rather sit in the dentist's office and have a 2-hour root canal than go to a wedding ever again. They're that unbearable to sit through. But enough about my ranting. Hello, and welcome back to Resident Evil 4. And the last episode, raids ensued, because the game decided to screw us over thanks to bad luck. Bad luck on our part. Very bad luck. We died 5 times. Ada was there with a boat to take us over to an island, and we're gonna go over to that island to rescue Ashley. Now, these last few chapters are going to be a slog. Trust me when I say that these videos are going to be way longer. The longest video I've had so far was Chapter 4-1. That was over an hour and 15 minutes, I think. Or an hour and 15 minutes, or close to it. These, I would imagine, I'd say about 90 minutes might be the average. And that's being generous, and that's being the low ball offer that I can fall through. These are the longest parts of the game. They are. Chapter 5 has the longest levels in the game. But we will persevere, and I will try to make it through as much as possible. But suffice to say, this has some of my fondest memories of the game, and some of my not so fondest. But we'll get to it when we get to it in good time. So let's go! Ooh, that's pretty.
Got some business to take care of. See you later.
Women.
Can't live with them, can't live without them, can't understand them.
I hate to break it out to you, but Salazar is dead.
Yes, it seems that way.
Sadler, why don't you give up and let Ashley go home?
Perhaps you are disillusioned with overconfidence, just because you killed my small-time subordinate.
Sadler, you're small-time.
No. Writhe in my cage of torment, my friend.
Dick. So yeah, we are on this island. Hang on. Oh, right, I forgot. We don't have a treasure map to deal with. Not yet, anyways. But if I do recall correctly, there is a treasure somewhere around here. Or maybe not. No, treasure's up further ahead. But there are some goodies up here. So let's smash boxes and open them up and see what's inside. More cash and an emerald. Now these emeralds here are basically kind of like the Velvet Blues back in the castle, where they're more common than usual. They're not as common as the Velvet Blues and the Spirals, but they are worth more. I think they're worth about 2,000, 3,000 pesos. Yeah, we can already hear Ashley screaming in the distance. Hi. But if we go over here, yeah, there's no way of avoiding that spotlight. The game won't let you. But anyway, these are the last enemies in the game. These guys are essentially military soldiers. And if you think that means that they're wielding around AK-47s and that's cruel to you. But they still, so they wield stuff that the Zealots usually wield. So more Morning Stars, hooray for me. They wield a new weapon in the form of stun batons, which are a bit annoying, but not super annoying. Hatchets, just like the villagers did. Crossbows, if I remember right. Yeah, crossbows, that's their ranged weapon. Because the developers wouldn't be cruel to throw enemies at us that had guns. No, they're saving that for Resident Evil 5. Can you tell I'm not the biggest fan of Resi 5? Oh, but this new guy is pretty annoying. His name is JJ. And as you can see, motherfucker's got a minigun. Yeah, this guy, he don't screw around. So if I were you, I would just... not do that. But what I would do is to get up on a high platform, or at least as far away from him as possible. Ooh, magnum ammo. Yay. Oh, this is a part of a puzzle. Hang on, I got an idea. But anyway, I forgot. The exclusive upgrade for the rifle is that it increases its damage to 30. The exclusive upgrade for the shotgun is... and I'm going to try and find a way to get a distance out, but... to show you... now you can't see that, but... the range damage on the shotgun is actually 6.0, so it has a close range damage of 8.0, but the long range damage is 6.0. So, which actually gives it the most range damage out of any shotgun in the game. Believe it or not. So, while it's not something you're going to be using at long range often, it still is nice to have. Oh, and by the way, I should say that the shotgun damage in the game is measured by per pellet. So make of that what you will. Yeah, look at that range damage. Look at that. I'm not hitting the plaga like I should. Although the good thing is, we do not have to deal with the stage 2 Plaga anymore. We do not have to deal with the head munchers anymore, the head biters. I know that sounded wrong, but we don't have to deal with them anymore, so no more one-hit kills. No. The majority of the time, it is going to be stage 1 Plaga, just like we encountered last time. Okay, so this is a puzzle, obviously. The way to do this puzzle is there's a switch somewhere, and I'm trying to remember where it is. But you gotta be very careful of the switch. But yeah, this switch right here shoots out this laser beam. Now this laser beam does have the potential to one-hit kill you, so you gotta be very careful of it. What you have to do, I'm trying very carefully to remember how to do this without killing myself. But yeah, this mirror right here will not reach out far enough to let you guide the laser beam over to the second slot from across the door. The range isn't that good. So what you gotta do is you gotta wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but then again, I have had moments where I haven't rotated the mirror across from the door enough, and then the laser beam just goes off and it one-hit kills me. That's not fun. But let us continue onwards. Oh, you thought you were going to be clever using the border on me, huh? You silly. You're silly. You know that? You're silly. But there is a treasure around here. Well, not in this part of the area, but there is a treasure around this area. You know what? I'm just gonna... just for a guaranteed kill. I know it may seem like a waste to waste flash grenades like that, since they are kind of a precious commodity when dealing with Plaga, but what are you gonna do? Okay, 4 kills against these soldiers. That's good to know. Damn, I'm not missing. There we go. Yeah, occasionally we also counter these soldiers with what look to be like brown cleaner suits and gas masks. Okay, but up here is treasure, and oh, that's a cheerful mural. So, get up here. Open this up. Now this is the last multi-part treasure in the game. This golden lynx right here has, you guessed it, 3 different colored gemstones that you all collect, and if you all put them together, you get an amazing valued treasure. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I do remember this part being somewhat annoying. Yeah, he can easily use the Red 9 as a mini sniper rifle. Oh, and this guy's gonna RPG. Fuck you. Yeah, he's just waiting for me to get in this POV and use it on me. So, I'm gonna deny him that. Oh yeah, and you also got these guys throwing dynamite like dicks. Ooh, shit. Yeah, let me save up my first aid spray. Whoa. It made my job easier to sidestep right where I wanted you to. Oh, shit. Yay, more supplies. Yeah, hooray for enemy incompetence. Well, not necessarily incompetence, but... Whoa! Yay! I love it when the enemies make my job easier. Okay. Let me switch over to the rifle. Ow. See, the incompetence of the AI is your best friend. And it just keeps giving me gold. Not that I'm complaining. But here's what we're gonna do. That was a bit of a waste, I know, but we did that. Press it. Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a merchant down here, along with some enemies. But the enemies don't attack you if you're in the merchant screen.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger. What are you selling? Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
Okay, broken butterfly upgrades, but he does have some new stuff in stock. First off, treasure map.
Thank you.
Gotta buy that. He also has... Huh, not yet. He doesn't have it. Okay. But he does have a new weapon. This. The Killer 7. Which is based off of a Colt M1911. One of my favorite hands. Now, the Killer 7 is a pretty good gun. It's a Magnum, after all. It does have its advantages over the Broken Butterfly. It holds more, it reloads faster, it has a faster rate of fire. But the only downside to it is that it doesn't have an exclusive upgrade. In fact, it's the only weapon in the game that doesn't have an exclusive upgrade, and it deals far less damage than a fully upgraded Broken Butterfly. So that's why I don't use it. Now, the gun and the name is a reference, obviously, to Killer 7, because Killer 7 was part of the Capcom 5. And let me explain what the Capcom 5 was. Back in the early 2000s, when I was a wee bitty lad, the Capcom 5 was basically the Sting by Capcom, where they would have a lineup for the GameCube, the Nintendo GameCube, because the GameCube was failing at the time. It was behind both the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox in terms of sales. So Capcom would create 5 new games exclusively for the GameCube, all GameCube exclusives. Resident Evil 4 was one of the Capcom 5. The others were Piano 3, Dead Phoenix, Beautiful Joe, and Killer 7. Now, obviously, the Capcom 5 failed, because the only game that remained exclusive, Piano 3, sucked horribly. Dead Phoenix was a Panzer Dragoon Orta sort of thing that got canceled. Beautiful Joe got a sequel, and it was a very good game. I love Beautiful Joe, but it got ported over to the PS2. Resident Evil 4 obviously got ported to everywhere else, so that just left, and Killer 7 sold poorly, but it became an instant cult classic, and it got ported over to the PS2. I love Killer 7 a lot. It was the first debut of Suda51, who, if you've played games like No More Heroes, or Shadows of the Damned, or Lollipop Chainsaw, though why you would play Lollipop Chainsaw is beyond me, because I personally think it sucks. But Suda51 created Killer 7. That was his game onto the world, and I love Killer 7 a lot. It's confusing, it's weird, but it's memorable, and there is like deeper meaning, deeper mythology, deeper mythos to it than a lot of people realize. And it's certainly unique. That's the thing. So that's why the gun is called, well, that's one of the reasons why the gun is called Killer 7. The other reason it's called Killer 7 is because it's based off of a gun used by one of the main characters in the game, Kaede, who uses a similar 1911 style gun with a giant scope on it. Now, obviously, we don't have that. We have a laser sight on it. But 1911 style gun with a laser sight on it that goes along the top of the gun that's bolted onto the side. Can you say obvious reference to the first Terminator movie? It's an obvious reference to the first Terminator movie. That gun right there is just a shout out to one of the guns that was in the first Terminator movie. You know, you remember what Arnold was using in the first Terminator movie? It was an AMT hardballer, which was a 1911 clone, not a very good one, but it had a laser sight on it. 45 auto with a laser sight. Remember that? There you go. And the other interesting thing about the Killer 7 is that it does everything in 7. It costs 77,700 pesos. All the upgrades cost roughly the same, dividends of 7. The capacity when fully upgraded is 21. 7 times 3 equals 21. Firing speed, 0.0770. Reload speed, I think it's like 70 seconds fully upgraded. But it's all done in dividends of 7. So that's another cool thing about it. But again, I'm not going to buy it just because it takes up inventory space. Even though I absolutely love the 1911. I love that gun to death. To me, it just doesn't compare to the Broken Butterfly. I'm sorry, the Broken Butterfly just does way more damage. And it's just a way more useful gun and a way better use of Magnum ammo for your time. I'm sorry.
What are you buying?
But enough about me and being all white and nerdy. Let's...
Is that all, stranger?
Upgrade some weapons.
Thank you.
I'm doing it.
All, stranger?
Okay, exclusive upgrade for the Red 9. 6.5 firepower. 6.5 firepower. You can literally 2 to 3 shot any standard enemy in the game with that kind of firepower behind you. 6.5. You get a portable shotgun blast that is more accurate, holds more ammunition, and has a faster rate of fire. How can you not pass that up? I mean, the Blacktail may be a better all-around gun, but to me, look at that damage. You can't pass that up. You can't. Come on. Alright. Enough of me being me and me being a total goober nut who goes on long rants that have no tangible meaning or relation to what I'm doing. Let's continue onwards. But yeah, look at the power that the rifle has. Watch. We pretty much can one-shot almost any weapon, any standard enemy in the game. And when it comes to bosses, while it's still not that good because of the low rate of fire, it's nice to have a bit of a good damage dealing weapon against bosses. Oh yes. But this rifle's gonna get a lot more mileage because of what's coming up this chapter. It is. But yeah, we've already gotten the first treasure so far. Let's just get the others. Hello. Hi, friend. Bye, friend. Ooh, shotgun ammo. That's nice. I think I know what's coming up next. This meat's rotten, but I sure could use a fat, juicy steak right about now. That sounds good, too. Yep. The infamous Oven Man. The most famous jump scare in the entire game. What was he doing in here? That's certainly a mystery that is hard to explain, but yeah. That's the Oven Man. He's probably one of the most famous scares in... I won't say he's one of the most famous scares. Not one of the most famous... One of the most famous jump scares, I should say, in gaming. I don't go so far as to say he's like that, nor would I go so far as to say he's on the same level as the dog through the window from the original Resident Evil, but he's still certainly memorable. I mean, no lie, he got me the first time I played through this game. Oh, I hate these guys. Now, these big guys over here are... You encounter these big guys, and they have, like, these giant war hammers. Now, normally... Yeah, these big giant guys have giant war hammers that do a shit ton of damage. But the problem with these big guys is that... Ooh, aren't you awfully spry for, infected Gnatto. The thing about these big guys is that, yeah, they're covered in armor, so literally the head is the only weak spot. And yes, sometimes they will spawn Plaga. Because the game hates you. Ow, why did you bring back the spiders? Ugh. I hate those things. I'll get to you. Just shut up. Just shut up. Redstone of Faith, combine, and there we go. We already got the first gemstone for the Link statue. You know what? I'm not even gonna acknowledge you, Ashley. Because quite frankly, you will drive me to say things which, while I have no problem saying, I'm not gonna say it in a playthrough. I say that kind of stuff in my private life, not when I'm recording. You are going to drive me nuts, girl. There we go, cutscene time.
Amateurs. Just hang in there, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
You know, I don't even think he was doing it to keep her in line. I think he was just getting tired of her incessant yelling just as much as we were. Ooh. That's nice.
Got some rare things. What are you buying?
Ooh, tactical vest. Now this here... Alright, we don't have enough for it. But this thing is something you want to buy or save up as much
What are
money
you
to buy
selling?
as soon as you can, because that takes all the damage you deal
What are you
and it
buying?
halves it. No, 30%. But it's still vital for your survival. It really is.
What are you
It's
buying?
something you might want to consider. It's something you almost have to consider, considering that this game is not going to get any easier. And having that tactical vest right there, yeah, it's definitely useful. Hang on. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of wasting precious handgun ammo, because I may need the handgun later. Now what I wanted. Damn it. Come on. This is getting ridiculous now. There we go. There we go. Hang on, I got an idea. I got an idea here.
Bloqueale el paso. No dejes que se escape.
Damn it. Damn it. They shut it just before I could get it.
Bloqueale el paso. No
Come on,
dejes que
open the
se
door.
escape.
Open the door. Open the
Bloqueale el
damn
paso.
door.
No dejes que se escape.
I hear a morning star. Yep. I don't need to keep going to the map. Oh. Damn it. Why me? Why does that always happen to me? Ah, another pocket watch. Nice little shortcut over there. But this part... Oh, this part... I'm gonna collect the stuff here now. Just to be safe. Because I know what's coming up. I know it. coming up here. What's coming up next? It's not fun. At all. This has... what is hands down the scariest thing in this game. Most of the time this has been tense, nail-biting, cinematic. Now, we're going to examine what real horror looks like. Some kind of research equipment. I wonder what it's used for. Oh... no... don't... hang on. Yeah, the puzzles in here are really easy. Luis memo number 3. Huh, must have forgotten number 2 somewhere. Anyways, the hideous creatures such as the El Gigante de Novistadores are merely byproducts of the diabolical and inhumane experiments conducted on the specimens that were once human. But there's one type of creature that clearly distinguishes itself from the rest. These creatures are called regenerators. Regenerators have a superior metabolism that allows them to regenerate their lost body parts at incredible speeds. I've never seen anything like it. It is this characteristic that makes them almost invincible to conventional weapons. But like any living creature, there's a way to kill it. Apparently, there are plagas that live in its body, somewhat like leeches. They can't be seen with the naked eye. They can only be located through thermal imaging. To stop its regeneration process, these leech-like plagas must be located and then destroyed. As far as I know, most of the regenerators host a number of these leech-like plagas. To kill the regenerators, each one of these leech-like plagas must be killed. That's a very important memo to keep in mind. What kind of experiments are going on around here? You don't want to know. But that is some freaky ass shit, let me tell you. Okay, I know what's coming up next. Yep, that's a regenerator. I'm making it! Nope. 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 Yeah. You can't kill this thing. It'll take a shitload of ammo before you can finally kill it. Even if you have the most powerful weapons in the game. It still takes a lot of ammo. A lot. So we're just gonna run. We're just gonna run as much as possible! Oh god, no! No, 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 no. Where's your keycard? Where's your keycard? Open it up! Okay. Okay. And this is cold storage. Look at that. More regenerators. You'll notice most of them are failed attempts at regenerators. Okay, what the hell is with that guy's teeth? Oh, 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 hey there, Mark. What are we gonna do tonight? Oh, I just got myself a nice cool guitar. Let's play the jug band together. Okay. 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 I've had my fun. I've had my fun making fun of the failed little dim-witted regenerator. Special. Oh, I'm so cruel. So yeah, what you have to do is you have to rewrite this disposal key card. You must operate this thing. Turn off the cryogenic operator. Yeah, this place is still really freaky. These bodies must have been cryogenized with the parasites still in their bodies. Sucks to be them. Really, Leon? That's all you have to say? In fact... Oh, God. Yeah, that's a corpse that's frozen. Ugh. Anyways... Since this isn't enough, or it might be enough, let's open this up, and inside here... infrared scope. Yep, it came to life. Now what you have to do is you have to take this infrared scope and replace it with the normal scope, because this infrared scope is the only way you can spot the weak points. By the way, cool fact. So yeah, you can see barely through the window those red parasites. That's what you have to aim for. And then it exploded. By the way, you get 5,000 pesos for every regenerator killed. So even though it sucks to fight them, at least the pay's nice. Oh god, I hate that sound. I hate that sound a lot. Oh, shit. By the way, that explosion could hurt you if you near it. Oh, another fun fact about the regenerators. How many plaga they have depends on the difficulty you set the game at. At the highest difficulty, they have 5 of those leech-like parasites you have to shoot off. 5 of them. Doesn't that sound like fun? I hate those things. Not only do they look freaky, they kind of look like the Heaven Smile from Killer 7, but it's the noise they make. Just the noise. That horrible, disgusting... That! Ugh! Oh, God. It sounds like... Oh, no. No. It sounds like a guy with lung cancer trying to breathe through the hole in his throat after he swallowed a ton of barbed wire. Just... Oh, no. Oh, I fucking hate that noise. Well, if nothing else, this TMP ammo has at least given me some good stuff to sell. And if we operate the screen right here... Bye-bye! So yeah, you can play the crane game here. The Claw! The Claw's our master. The Claw chooses who will go and who will stay. Yeah, that's a bit weird, but it's kind of fun at the same time in its own sick way. I was never good at these crane games myself. Well, that's not true. I managed to win an animal one time in a claw machine. Like, 10 years ago. Won a little walrus with a Harley Davidson jacket over it. That was when I went out of the claw machine. It took me a couple tries, but I finally got it. And he was stuck in there, too. Yeah, I know it doesn't seem like much, but... I don't know. I guess that's one thing I can take comfort in bragging about myself. That... Yeah, as you can tell, I tend to be very humble and shy. I have to borrow someone else's ego. Just a bunch of waste spells records, nothing useful here. Oh, right, this part. I always keep saying this part whenever I go to a part of the game that I personally find annoying or that I don't like. I've noticed that. Yeah, the repetitious nature of that isn't going to get old. I wonder if I can nail her through the door. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that cool. Oh, right, I forgot how much damage those stupid warhammers do. Right, I forgot about the key card. Ow! That glass explosion was a bit louder than I anticipated. I'm not deaf or anything, although I feel like I've gone deaf many years ago. I blame rock music and gunfire for my deafness. What are those x-rays showing? Plaga? Plaga growth? Come on, you're a bit of a meathead, but you should know what this stuff does. I mean, it's inside you, isn't it? Shut up, I know what I said. Ooh. Alright, let us continue onwards. No, not here yet. If I'm not mistaken, there should be... Well, there's a green herb there, but there's also a typewriter there. Hang on. Oh, not this part. Okay. Time to equip the rifle. Again. Because we're meeting a new enemy. But we already met a new enemy just a couple minutes ago. We're meeting another one. And this guy's even worse. You thought regenerators could be bad before? That ugly bastard right there? He's called an Iron Maiden. And as you can imagine, he's covered in spikes that he uses to stab you with. This guy, no matter what you face him with, will always have 5 knockout. And there's 4 right there. So you're maybe wondering, where the hell's the last Plaga? Well, for that... Oh, I actually got it. But the 5th Plaga that you have to get... It's on its lower back. So you have to shoot out its legs in order to get access to it. Never mind the fact that it can slither towards you. Like the creepy, unholy abomination of Satan that it is. Ugh. It's the breathing that drives me nuts. It's the breathing that I hate the breathing. I hate the breathing so much. This looks like living tissue, but from what? I kind of don't want to know, but at the same time I'm curious. In fact, that's something that never really is explored in this game. Or even in Resident Evil 5. And probably certainly not in Resident Evil 6, although I haven't played Resident Evil 6 for good reason. But, oh, I got so much revenue. These ones here are larger and more grotesque. But one of the things that would have been interesting to explore is, I guess, just the life cycle of the Las Plagas virus. I don't know, I'd be fascinated by, like, an entire game that just details the origin stories, or are they grown in these petri dishes? The origin stories, or the method behind the madness, as it were, of how the Las Plagas virus came into being. I'd be fascinated in that, because there is a lot of unanswered questions. I mean, not necessarily all unanswered questions. I guess it'd just be interesting, you know?
Welcome.
But that's just me. That's just me being me.
Got a selection of... What are you selling? Is that all? Thank you. Ah, I'll buy it at a high... Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Thank you. What are you buying?
I kind of want to buy that tactical vest.
Anytime.
I really want to buy that tactical vest. Not only does it look cooler than this look, but 30% less damage. I mean, come on, how can you pass that up?
This is Leon. Request backup. I repeat, request backup. Damn.
We're signal's being jammed. I can't contact my people. Yeah, these guys are smarter than the average crazy infected peasants. They're gonna go and swipe my picnic basket soon.
What are you buying?
No new upgrades
What are
yet,
you
but I'm gonna
selling?
save up for the thingamajig. Brilliant description there. The tactical vest. I swear, I cannot think straight sometimes. It's amazing how I'm able to get out of bed, get myself dressed, drive a car, and just live my life. I'm surprised I haven't forgotten how to breathe at some point and then passed out and banged my head on the coffee table. I like stories. I will be your friend forever if you get that reference. But anyways, let's continue onwards. Hang on, I got an idea. I got 2 incendiary grenades, so... Ah, yes. Burn for me, my children. Actually, why don't I just do this? That was easy. Okay. I thought that might damage me, but apparently not. Oh good, I don't have to hear Leon, help! But if we go over here, use the key. Let me just double check for any treasure that I may have missed. Nope, I'm good.
Leon!
You okay? Come on, let's get out of here.
And our big, loving, happy family is back. Yay. On the plus side, no deaths. On the downside, I kind of have to change my underwear after the regenerators. Fun. Anyways, that was episode 5-1. Or chapter 5-1, I should mean. Great chapter. Love that chapter. So much better than last time I recorded. Thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it with your friends, leave a comment, whatever. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. So, bye-bye.